What's going on, guys? In this video tutorial, we're going to be looking at how to use some properties of rational exponents to simplify expressions. And we're going to look at one specific example for this video to keep it short and sweet. And the example that we're going to be looking at is going to be 5 to the 1/2 power times 5 to the 3/2 power, and this is all going to be to the second power. Now, what I want you guys to pay attention to in this example is that inside of the parentheses, each number has a power, and outside of the parentheses, there's also another power. So whatever's inside is being taken to the second power. So in this first part, we're going to be using the first property, which we call the power of a power, which states that whenever you have an outside power and you have powers inside of parentheses, you're going to multiply the outside power with the inside power. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rewrite this, showing you that step. So I'm writing this as 5 to the 1/2 power times my 2, which was on the outside. And I'm also going to write times 5 to the 3/2 power times the 2 that was on the outside of my parentheses. Now, this might look a little bit funky. So what I encourage you to do is you can actually convert that whole number into a fraction simply by putting a 1 on the bottom in the denominator's place, and then you can multiply these two fractions in the exponent. So what I'm going to get for my first term is going to be 5 to the 2/2 power, and then I'm going to get 5 to the 6/2 power. And believe it or not, we can actually simplify the powers and we can reduce them rather, and I'll show you what I mean. Because in this case we have 2 divided by 2. So if I were to reduce 2/2, that would give me 5 to the 1st power, and then it would be times 5, and again, looking at the power 6 divided by 2, that's going to give me 3. Now, once we get to this step, we can actually then apply another property, which is called the product of power, which states that whenever you have the same base, in this case they're both 5s, and your bases have powers, you're just going to add those powers. And so I'm going to show you that on this side. I'm going to say this is going 5 to the 1st power times 5 to the 3rd power equals 5 to the 1 plus 3 power, which is going to give you 5 to the 4th power. And then if you can just visualize, 5 to the 4th power is the same thing as saying 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And if you run this on a we know that 5 times 5 is 25. So we can actually then rewrite this as 25 times 25, which is in turn going to give us 625, which is going to be our final answer in this case. It's going to be our final answer, 625. Hopefully you guys found this video tutorial helpful, and stay tuned for more math videos. See you guys.